What's loud in my head right now? The 9 to 5. Wage slavery in a system I never consented to. No matter how I feel about it, no matter that I never agreed to the terms, I am somehow here, in the game. If you've never worked behind a chair, let me tell you what the rules used to look like. Booked out meant you were doing it right. Empty schedule meant you weren't trying hard enough. That was the whole equation. Market yourself or stay irrelevant. The numbers don't lie, they said. You either want to make more money or you don't. So I played. I leaned all the way in. I built the skills. I got booked out. And then something strange happened, something I didn't expect. Being left behind started to look completely different. It stopped being about whether my chair was full. It started looking like watching everyone around me build new lives, while I stayed inside the same four walls of a job that, by every metric I was handed, I was already succeeding at. Free of what, though? That's the question I actually had to sit with. Free of performing. Free of a structure that asked me to betray what I actually valued, just to keep the lights on. I wanted to play this game on my own terms, not waking up every single day building someone else's dream. Because I have dreams of my own, don't I? Where were they? I went looking, and here's what I found. I had been pouring everything I had into loops that were never going to close on their own. The loop with my family, chasing closeness from people who were never going to choose to grow alongside me, no matter how many times I called. The loop with my past lover, staying in the shape of someone who balanced me out on paper but never actually met me where I was. The loop of believing that hustle, more hustle, was the only language effort was allowed to speak. What sort of illusion was I under that I thought all of that was acceptable? That right there is the true brainwashing, not the hustle itself, the silent betrayal I adopted as a personality, to be convenient, comfortable, compliant. It was nothing more than a false refuge from a deeper wound, the wound of abandonment, the wound of never feeling worthy enough to ask for more. But here's the part I almost forgot to tell you. I closed those loops. The family one, the past lover, the hustle one. Loops I thought would stay open forever, because I didn't know I was allowed to be the one to close them. And on the other side of that, for the first time in a long time, I actually enjoy my work again. Not because the job changed, but because I did. The job stopped being a means to an end and became the means to something entirely new. Everything I resisted along the way, everything I was resentful about the whole time I was doing it, it built skills in me that still surprised me on my best days. So if you're sitting in one of those loops right now, the family one, the relationship one, the hustle one, whichever one is yours, I need you to hear this part too. It is not too late. The loops can close, the weight can lift. And what's waiting for you on the other side of that isn't punishment for wanting more. It's permission. So here's what I want you to leave with. If you are fully booked, if you are doing everything right by every metric they handed you, if you are succeeding by every scoreboard that was never yours to begin with, and you still feel that quiet, persistent hum underneath it all, the one that says, this still isn't it. That whisper is not ingratitude. It is your dream knocking. So I will ask you the same question I had to ask myself, the one I could not put down once I let myself hear it. What sort of illusion are you under right now? What loop are you still calling out to, hoping it finally answers? You have one life, one body on lease for maybe 80 years if you're lucky. So before you're 6 feet under, will this be the story you were proud of having made with your time here?